Come on, what's going on? Twitch, YouTube. Come on, 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 come on. Meow. Let me check if this works. First, can you write something again? Because, like, no jokes, I've got both channels deleted from the chat. I didn't do nothing. And just, okay, it works. Okay, good. I had to, right before the transmission, I had to connect both channels again. Weird. Very weird. Hmm. That won't be useful. Those won't be useful anymore. Okay, I think I'll be Gucci now. Okay. So yeah, here we are. We're going to draw. Let me just first have. I see that something is wrong with my. Hello, I just joined stream. What are we testing? Hi T, glad to be here. How are you? Hope it's going. Yeah. If you delete browser history and that kind of stuff, it can delete local storage. I didn't clean my history. I just turned it on and it wasn't there anymore. That's weird. Hi, Amir, good to be here. How are you? Hope it's going? So T, I think this is the first time you're on, so hope we find a coffee corner here. How are you? I'm good, just working on more commissions. Let's go. Let's go. Ending good. Had to hear it. Got to hear it. We have that. That. Okay. What's happening on page 4? Here? Or here? Or here, actually. Like, this is the page 4. In the thing that you could say. I've been seeing the streams recommended, so might as well take today as they tried out. Let's go, let's go. So today I'm actually making my comic book, my manga. We are almost done with planning things out, so I'm generally making a sketch and a... how's it called? I'm making a sketch and a plan of the manga, actually. Both are pretty important, actually, if you think about it. Because without that, I wouldn't be able to... you know, without that, I wouldn't be able to necessarily roll around with the proper manga, right? So basically sketching, etc. is really important. I just need to send out information that I'm currently streaming to couple portions, and I might, I think, turn on my my thing because it's starting to get really hot here again. Recently, I've actually finished a character. because we are doing 20 original characters, 20 OCs, and I'm actually going to make illustrations out of them later on. There we go. Control C, Control V, and that. There we go. We are up and running. And ladies and gentlemen, we can actually start drawing, which is something we were supposed to do from the very beginning. So, I'm drinking coffee. I'm planning on doing a lot of stuff today. I'm going to watch some movies with my mom. I've watched plenty of art streams. I see. Let me count for the moment. It's okay. I need my scenario. So basically, what we are going to do from now, I'm going to generally now find the page on my scenario that I need. Okay, that's the page. Bottom line, it's 7, but yeah. So, yeah, basically, multiple commissions since this is a 10-page story. I see. Yeah, doing that thing on. Okay, so let's get to drawing. So basically the manga is seinen, right? So we have to take this for the account when we are going to draw it, because actually a lot of scenes are going to be different than in shonen. What is the difference? Shonen, My Hero Academia. Seinen, Berserk. Basically, seinens are action manga for adults or younger adults, generally more heavy than shonens. Shonens are more light-hearted, if that makes sense. And yeah. Also, I might need to check if I wasn't messaged by my boss, but I don't see the message by my boss, so that's good. Okay. And no, I'm get a cable. What do you mean get a cable? Bro, I don't know what's happening with my internet recently. It really shouldn't be that bad. I have to figure out how I can check if something is connected to it. Like straight up. Because I swear to God, I shouldn't have anything like that going on. Let me check my speed test. Real quick. While streaming. Bro, why do I have 30 megabits per second right now? You're probably the most unique streamer I've seen, and that's a lot. I thought I've seen it all on YouTube Live. To be fair, on YouTube Live, it's like... to be fair, it's difficult, really. I can't really, you know, describe... You know? Like, things are... not really going well when it comes to that. Just let me quickly. I mean, heck, man, there's an ANSFW YouTube artist on here. Yeah, he's a nice guy and all, but yeah, I know. Come on. Yeah, it's YouTube. To be fair, it's YouTube. It shouldn't. It has a lot of, like, you know, restrictions, but YouTube Live has a thing that is making it easier to make things, you know, how to say this. There are things easier for the sheer sake of here's the thing, it's easier to make NSFW content on YouTube if you stream and delete the stream. It's like one-time thing. So you have to build up following, then you are starting to stream something like that on YouTube and you delete the VOD. That way YouTube can't do anything about you because they cannot ban you while doing the thing. And if they don't have the VOD, there's nothing they can do. Like, if there's the VOD, they cannot ban you. That's how easy it is to cross YouTube's guidelines with YouTube, with like YouTube Live generally. Because it's like, they cannot like ban you while you're streaming, and if you delete the VOD quickly enough, they can't do anything about it. And don't get me started on Auzul VODs. She's just making suggestive thumbnails and videos. It's nice to see adult-oriented streams that are not sexual. Yeah, like, to be fair, this is also something I've been having issues with when it comes to content creation. Like, for example, on Twitch, like, you have metas for, like, girls swimming in a hot tub. Not to feet apart, because definitely they want to be suggestive about something. But, like, it's the issue, right? Like, unfortunately, it's an issue that people are not necessarily going around with. A lot of people, and generally a lot of content creators were trying to bring it out. But every single time, someone even huge, like Asmongold, talked about it. Charlie, like, a lot of people were talking about it. They were talking about metas and other things, and like, it's always the same thing. They're going to ban someone like that for 3 days, and that's it. And that person continues what they were doing after 3 days. Because they had to show something. Hey Davis, you're using a Vroid for your model? Yes, I've made my model in Vroid myself. I'm using Warudo for the entire coverage. So yeah, I am having problems with that because, like, people who are actually putting in soul and trying to do that. Where is the cat? What cat? Oh, I think I know what cat. Wait, let me ask her. By the way, have you seen the meme? Okay. I thought she would be here. Which meme? The one I've sent you on Discord? But yeah, I am using Viroid. I'm really thinking about becoming a streamer myself. To be fair, like, go for it. The thing is, I've got an advice from Smolens because, like, Star thing, yeah. So basically, it's very conflicting. I mean, okay, here's the thing. It might be a bit conflicting. It might be a bit difficult to start. Like, my channel has been active for 5 years now. I've started doing content ever since I've created it. So basically, I've been a content creator for 5 years now, and look at my channels. It's not really bad, like, considering the growth, right? It's nice, slow and steady. I really enjoy talking to the streamers I've interacted with, and yes, talking. Their streamers were very dead. Their streams were very dead. I see. I mean, dead. I love scouting new talent. I see. Glad to hear that. So actually, like, on Twitch, I've managed very quickly to receive partnership. It's not like partnership, but I'm like affiliate. So I can place advertisements and generally earn on the thing. So yeah, like, what I am generally doing is, for example, fulfilling my dreams. I work 9 to 5, actually 8 to 4. I'm working 8 to 4 job. Still 8 hours. I'm streaming as a hobby, and this is actually something that Smolan gave me as an advice, because we were talking on his Discord server, because like he's active every now and then there, and he's doing like a small, like, you know, meet and greet, talking. When someone asks him something, he responds. So I've managed to, like, you know, talk. And basically I've had this thing going on when it comes to the how to say this? When it comes to the streaming, you shouldn't expect quick growth. You shouldn't expect like a lot of weird, like a lot of like famous stuff, etc. The thing is that even though, like, okay, you sit down, you can do stuff, yada yada, it's cool, and other stuff. Like, for example, on Twitch, you are if you have like specific like amount from, you know, like pace, right? When it comes to that, when you have a specific amount of advertisement, on max you're receiving 55% of your ad revenue. If you go below that point, it's like 30. So the thing is that you have to have like at least 3 minutes of ads during your stream. It's to keep in touch with people who I want to talk with. Yeah, for example. But you can also meet a lot of cool people, like Zega, I've met. There was Sultan, there was Iblo, there was Private T, there were like a lot of people. And heck, like Muto, right? Who is now my girlfriend. Which is the craziest part. So yeah. So yeah. The thing is that it's more like streaming is the people who you meet at the journey, on the way, you know? It's just to relax, to spend some time. Like, making content was always like a method for me to run away from having no time at all for things I wanted, because like generally I'm in a situation that whenever I'm not streaming, or like I'm not like simulating streaming, because at times I'm doing that too, I'm constantly getting like requests like do this, do that, etc. Like, you know, and most of the time it's like stupid, and I just end up, you know, well, aesthetically I've got most of it prepared, like the model and overlay, but mentality wise and technical equipment are not yet finished. Like, to prepare you mentally, don't expect to have anyone for at least first. You know, they're like, don't expect people for like first couple streams, if not couple months or year. You know, like, you might end up just streaming to 0 people for about a year, even. Some people saying that it's even more. Yeah. Hi Star, good to be here. How are you? Hope how's going? I'm missing so much that I believe you tell your new viewers that once there was someone that always watched your streams. Yay. I'm struggling to hear my own voice during playback, let alone have the confidence to talk to strangers. I'm afraid, but excited. To be fair, don't hear your voice. I'm not watching VODs unless I know something bad happened, like something that could dox me. I'm not watching my VODs. I don't want to hear my own voice. I hate it. I actually utterly despise my voice. Seriously. So, like, the best thing, just don't. Just don't, as simple as that. Unless you're like recording something that requires you to re-listen it several times, like a talk show or something like this, and you have to edit it and like look through stuff. I'm using the setting to hear my own voice during OBS. Turn it off. It's not worth it. It doesn't change anything. What's the best? Make a stream that is going to be private, where you are going to just listen to yourself and prepare everything audio-wise that way. This is the best way. If you are going to listen to your voice during OBS, it's going to affect you, because you are going to have a delay. Like, you hear yourself talk anyway, just by like hearing your own voice when you're speaking. But what is important, it's funny how you can hear with a lot of streamers that they tune their voice to be like, they hear it inside their head, raw. I don't. I want to be the best, and unfortunately my words aren't defined. Their English words are alright, but my voice is just an American accent mainly, but like tons of Asian. Or so I've been told. To be fair, like, throughout my entire life, I was told that I'm speaking English without an accent. That I have very like that at some points I can go for like very specific accents. But when I started to stream, some people were capable to find hints of Slavic accent, even though I've never really thought of that I could like have one, because I'm speaking English for a. You have the vehicle ready for the flight. Yes, I have. Sure. But those are also accents. Those are accents. When I speak English, I just sound German. I don't know why, but I immediately heard the meme with calling cat in German. German is cool. Hold up, someone's calling me. give me a longer second. Actually, I have to do something because there's a huge issue with couple things. Actually, like, see, the problem is, that actually, when it comes to the, god damn it, I might not be able to see it now. Okay, like, I have a small problem. Sorry, I've turned off the chat. So basically I have to call, and I'm going to... Fuck! I can't speak. I have to quickly do something about the job, and I I can't, like, go around. Oh yeah, by the way, the arm length is too long for your drawing, by the way, just saying. Unless this is just a sketch. Yeah, it's just a sketch. Yeah. I'm going to correct it later. Yay. Thank you, though. So yeah, I need to quickly, like, mute and contact someone. Give me a moment. Yeah, I can do that a little bit differently. Bro, that's... He's posing to be in edit. Yeah, please make edits out of me. That'll be perfect. Also, let me quickly... I'm going to, like, let me quickly catch up with this stuff. Jim is cool. Now I've been told once that I sound like Asian by American, and not to brag, but I can hear your accent. Sorry. Yeah, no, it's okay, it's okay. And when speaking English, I forget everything, and my alphabet is just and I get super shy, silent, or awkward. Christy, where was the connection there? Mewtwo getting Taco Bell, like he's having a seizure. What if Davis is secretly pregnant? He's now giving birth, bruh. Finally finished with work. Mm. 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 Getting arrested unless this is just a sketch. You can end stream. I try to hop on tomorrow. I can definitely wait. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's not like I have to end the stream. I can continue. It's just very quick thing because like I have to even like send out an address to someone. That was when you said that. Yeah, I'll come back. I made an edit of you. Tomorrow there will probably be a CET 1400 gaming stream on the out channel. Yes, Davis Gaming. This is actually the out channel that we have. Yeah, Davis, guess what? I finally started my own comic. Hey, let's go, let's go. That's when you said that. Yeah. So, like, literally the only issue that I have was that I have to roll around with it. Okay. What the comic is about, Star? I was curious if you're interested in seeing my PNG Tuber model. Yeah, of course I am. I love looking at. Secret, because I don't even know if I'll finish or if I'll change the story a bit again. Basically, I guess I joined the Discord server. Okay. I think everything should be alright. I'm so sorry for that. Like, I hate it because like I can't not take my work home. And like the thing is that, you know, drivers, whenever they are driving around, they are, you know, doing like out of stuff. They are still driving when I'm home, and even though I'm home after work, I have to like keep on at it. Working logistics, right? I mean, usually I don't have those issues. It's just that the other dispositor is on holidays, so he is resting now, and I'm taking care of tasks of 2 people, and from the Monday I'm going to be taking care of tasks of 3 people because the other person is going out. So I'm also going to do some simple administrative works, actually. And to add to that is, you know, the internet is not working well today. I hate it. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I really wish I wouldn't have to worry about that, but I have to for the time being, at least until I'll, you know, be able to just ignore everything around. Now the policy is too long. There you go. Now better. And we want to add this thing. Whoa, whoa, sure. Oh, sure. The hairs are going to go out. There's going to be like a wild foreshortening. I should be taking care of the internet after the stream. I hate art block. Yeah, that's the thing. Forgetting that I need to draw my OC so you can draw it. Yeah. I hate art block. It's okay. I mean, Star, here's the thing. What? Okay, I think everything should be alright now. To be fair, like, I really wanted to stream, but everything is against me right now. Like, work, internet, like, everything. Come on, dude. I just want to chill without any issues. Is it really that difficult to ask for? Do I really have to drop my quality to 400? Like right now I'm streaming up to 720p. Do I have to drop to 480? Like, do I really? And like, don't understand me wrong, I have optical fiber. Right? Like my internet is optical fiber at this point. I had Arbol. Right, yeah. Star, actually, you can just describe your OCs to me. You don't have to draw them. Here's the thing, silent, yeah. So, Star, yeah, like, if you want to commission me, you can just, you know, I posted it, okay, and check. Oh wait, but actually, it's because the Wi-Fi. I wouldn't say that directly that it's because of the Wi-Fi. I've been streaming with no issues on the Wi-Fi before. Like, it's just recently that I started to have issues. No, wait. I draw her real quick. Okay, like, that can work really good too. Like a sketch to guide me really quickly. And you can describe, you don't even have to color her, you can describe her to me. Because I can't really describe her, I'm bad at that. It's okay, it's okay. Okay. So, better zoomed in. Yeah, it's okay. So, actually, team, you are going on a specific road. Let me tell you. Because I am assuming you are using a character that is not yours, right? So for some reason, YouTube sent me live comments real late, so you see it like 1 minute later. I don't know why this happens sometimes. I am lagging because I have issues with the internet. Don't worry about it. So yeah, like you can actually stream on Wi-Fi. You just need to have stable thing. That's who she's like. Yeah, I had no problem for a long time either until my neighbor got a strong Wi-Fi. I don't think it's happening here. Like, it's literally, it literally shouldn't really affect anything. So, T, actually, I think you are going. Wait, what? Actually, I think you are going in a very specific way. I was multitasking. I'm multitasking by talking. Mm, yeah, no message. Okay, I don't care. I want to finish my stream. Everyone, like, stay there, under the table. I'm just going to. I swear to God, at the time being of streaming, I'm going to throw my work phone into the thing. My apologies. 20 seconds delay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. So, T, you're going in a specific way because I think that your character is not yours, right? If I understand it right. I'm back. Welcome back, people on our party. So welcome back, welcome back. I just realized. Hello, Muto. Glad to have you here, sunshine. How have you been? Good food? That character, wait, that character are we talking about? Your PNG tuber model you've sent. It's so hot outside, yes. Talking about Dennis. Yeah, Dennis. Yeah. That's not me. Okay. But you want to make Dennis your PNG tuber, right? Do I understand it right? Drew that PNG tuber model. How's Taco Bell? Wait, where is the PNG tuber? Oh, you mean in the corner? I thought that it's like a background, but it's a stream overlay. Is that correct? No, I was just showing you the image of Dennis because he's the character who I like the most. I see. I see. Okay, now everything makes sense. So your character is in the corner. This is the only thing I found appropriate. Yeah. So actually, it looks good. Yeah, it looks good. You can go in several ways. You can design the colors, and you can stay black and white. There's some characters that are actually black and white, especially PNG tubers, because, believe it or not, believe it or not, you actually don't have to color a character. A lot of people are going for mangas. So they are going for manga style. So they're going full on like manga style, etc. I have like every art supply in the world, but I'm always missing a eraser, bruh. It's okay, Star, it's okay. Don't worry. To be fair, like, yeah, I lost my thought. What did you get from Taco Bell? Tacos and quesadilla. I'm to tell you this, but I'm watching another stream at the same time now. It's alright. It's alright. I don't mind. I really don't mind. I don't mind that you're cheating on me. Is it? uh, don't worry. We're almost done with the sketches. Wait to make the things smaller. I love you too. Muto, I love you too. I have to design that thing too, like the entire village view. Did you eat? At this point, I believe that Zega Pavlov himself into getting the thing. Wait, I've got a bunch of good stuff. Like, sure, come on, come on. I like 5 hours ago. So yeah, also for folks who want to like order something, like links are in the description. I was hungry for some reason. I mean, you've had like, is it weird that I consider art that was done 5 days ago old? No. No. All of artists are actually like what happens now. All the finished artworks are old artworks. Like even if I finish artworks today, it's already an old artwork for me whenever I'm starting a new one, you know? There's no like expiration date for artworks. They are just there. And because of that, you really quickly move on to another one. And that creates that, you know, that aspect, if that makes sense. Alright, I've sent pretty much my decent portfolio. I wanna see. That's nice. That's nice. I like the shading. I really like the shading. Actually, I think I can show something of my artworks because, to be fair, I'm not really proud of the sketches for my manga. That's one of the OCs. Actually, some more. I'm going in a very specific way with my art style. I want to go around with the art style of Rino Tuna, But I think I want, because like I've been a realism artist for a long time. Like, you know, I've been doing like realistic paintings, etc. I think at certain point I even had like a very realistic artwork, a very old one, which was a hyper realistic. It's not my kind of worms, yeah, it's okay. So basically, I like cutesy art styles more. Yeah. I'm more of a like I can make cute characters with my art style too, but I'm aiming with my characters in a very specific way. So like if some, because but yeah, if you had my message the last 3 were on Discord whiteboard. It's alright. Yeah, like all of those are nice and cute. So yeah, it all depends on the person and what they are going on, where they are going with their art styles. My art block is gone. See? All you had to do was just sitting down and drawing. Actually, I think I need to make this whole thing smaller. Like show the entire thing. To draw it been a while. And we can draw tomorrow if you want. Yeah, I'll have to. I got an artwork because gaming made me slack off. To be fair, like I've been drawing for every day for a couple years now. I get unmotivated. I thought, how can I be best artist if I can't even drawing today or this week? No, it's okay. It's okay. Like at times you need a break, but what I recommend is doing at least 15 minutes of a sketch. Here's the thing, if you are forcing yourself to something, you are going to start hating it. The same thing is with reading books. Like, school is ruining this for people. Like, I've loved reading books until I had to start reading those messed up books with very archaic language. Those things in my life put me in a feeling where I don't get burnout from more. Like, myself, personally, I've been... I didn't even got the art block, but I know how people feel. Like, it's the feeling where you just don't want to do anything. Like, you don't feel creative enough. It's like, you know, kind of breaking you, you know? Because, for example, it doesn't have to be like, you know, oh, I can't get myself to drawing. Like, you might want to draw, but you simply don't have an idea. Your brain doesn't want to produce anything connected with that. And like, I've read about psychology a little bit. I'm really interested in those topics. I'm obsessed with the younger version of my OC. She's so cute. I see. But yeah, I've read a little bit about psychology, and in general, the main concept is the sheer fact that actually people are... Hey Davis, seriously? And I must stress this seriously. What's up? You have a problem with judging people's art? What do you mean? At first glance. I almost can't be helped. I look at the art YouTubers. I mean, what I can tell you is to be humble. Like, look critically at your own art. You see an imperfection, it feels off. See, this is the issue. Like, you want everything to be perfect. Like, what really helps with that is seeing your own artwork's imperfections. Because that really humbles you down, and it's like, at certain point you have... I know my art sucks. And it's like, first of all being humble, and then second of all the idea that perfection is not perfect in art. It never have been. Look at Mona Lisa. Actually, it's not really good. Like, good. Okay, it is good, but it's not perfect. There are many things, many issues with it, right? A lot of people were looking down. They were pointing this stuff out. But the thing is that a lot of people, even Leonardo da Vinci or other master artists, were, for example, back then dealing with limited resources, right? Also, right now, people have different experiences, etc. But actually, if you're over-detailing, it's a mistake. So, in fact, if you are over-detailing your artwork or look at something and you call it an imperfection, that means you are searching for things that shouldn't even be there. And that means you're paying too much attention to the details than overall. Eyebrows? What about them? What about the eyebrows? So basically the general concept is to keep in mind that, oh, Mona Lisa, yeah, for example, I'm already aware that I have many issues to deal with in the future in art, but I'm starting to get a feeling if I get too humble, line will become too much. But no, you have to be humble, because otherwise you are not going to progress, because you are going to always see that your art is perfect. It's going to stunt my growth. Yes, exactly. The thing is, like, it's never wrong to be too humble. Like, you cannot be too humble, because you are going to sit down and first of all, someone is going to sit down and start throwing things at you, and you're going to start analyzing it. You have to be self-critical, humble and self-critical. You need to think. There's a lot of analysis in that. It's called self-analysis. I'm doing this every single time whenever I'm finishing something. Like, for example, my most recent character, I've already done the self-analysis on that. I really like, okay, I like that I was trying to go for texture, but I think I need a bit better idea for it, because I think it would be better if I would actually sit down with a proper brush that was supposed to support me getting, for example, leather texture, right? So I need texture brushes. That's something that I need to do. Over here, that metal part has become too bright. I've overlightened it. Another thing, the shadows on the blue, they are very not really dark. They look like half shadows instead of full shadows. Another thing, the shading here started to bother me a little bit around the neck area. I think I could do a bit better even by like making this part darker and over here. Oh, you mean saturated? Kinda, yeah. Yeah. So basically that's that. And yeah, like what I like about my artwork, this is something that you're also supposed to look for, is that I've erased some line art, sacrificed some line art for the sake of the shades, but I think I should go around it and actually make the thicker line art, like outline, and thin inside line art that I really want to go for. And in certain areas, especially like very bright ones, like over here for example, that's supposed to be, or like here, I need to color it. I need to color my line art, and that's how I would actually progress with my art style. That's it. So most likely there would be like much more things that I would probably like sit down and could talk about. Like for example, the teeth here, mouth placing, hand placing, this section around the belt, shoes are really bothering me. This is very plain. I think it could use some overdoing and add some details to it. Yeah, like over here this general section is also very confusing. So yeah, like it could be done a bit better. There are a bunch of issues with it, but it's self-analysis. I'm humble, I see those issues. If someone points them out, like, yeah, there are. But you know, beauty in being an artist is making mistakes. If your art is perfect, that means you don't have nowhere to go. So what next, right? Also, if you're, because like if your art is perfect, how come you actually go around with like, you know, working stuff out, right? It's always the same thing. Even though like you should take joy from creating things, focusing on just creation is going to burn you out because there are going to be ideas. Also, perfect artwork. What consists a perfect artwork? There's no rules for perfect artwork. There's no such thing as perfect artwork. There are people who are splattering paint, which I despise with my entire heart, and people are calling that artwork. Is there any perfection in that? No! A lot of people despise it, me included. But also there are a lot of like oil paintings, right? Like when it comes to, for example, portraits, there are things that might seem off, but that's cool. I'm self-critical, is just that I dislike objectively bad art and seek perfection, I must clarify. Despise, like, describe objectively bad art. See, imperfections is more meant like flaws. But how come you are talking about flaws of something? Because, for example, someone might have an art style that legs are very small. But you are making like a very hulking guy, so the arms and everything here is huge, right? And head is going to be small. That's very, you know, that's very... There are flaws in that, like legs. How come it's going to support that the head is very small? Why? right? Those are flaws if you are looking at it from realistic perspective, at least. So actually speaking about flaws and going around, it's more of ego, because actually, okay, there are flaws in someone's artworks, but actually we all have our subjective perception of flaws. In a front-facing angle for a face, and it wasn't a design choice. Hikari was clearly meant to have a relatively symmetrical face. Humans are not symmetrical either. If you like do a photo of yourself on fuzz and split your face in half, one half is going to look different than the other. Like, you literally won't be symmetrical. And like, how you can say that something was clearly meant to have a relatively symmetrical face? Like, see, there are a lot of flaws in that thinking too. Like, you can't really like, this is why a lot of people have issues with someone judging their artworks, because there are a lot of things that someone might interpret different way, and some people are not ready to work around it, you know? Criticism in art is very difficult. And basically, being self-critical is something the most that art is supposed to go, and they shouldn't care about other people's artworks. Like, if someone asks for a guidance, you shouldn't like, oh, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Look at it from different side. Hey, I think you could work a bit on faces. I think eyes might be a bit jumbled up over there. Like, if you could try to check if one eye is, if the eyes are not like where one is too small or something. So basically, the conception and general integration of the criticism shouldn't focus on pointing out someone's flaws, but actually pointing out what someone can improve. Like, because you might point them into a direction, like, hey, work on faces a little bit, but you are not pointing out something that might be... should I send it on Discord for you to see? Yeah, of course. So basically, if you want to like criticize someone's artworks, you shouldn't point out flaws, because you never know what was a design choice or what not. You don't sit in other person's head. Like, art style, it can be quantified objectively, yes. But how come you think that, for example, the irises, you would think that it's a flaw that one iris is smaller than the other one, when actually it might be a design choice? Like, how you could potentially point that out. That's why, for example, oh hey, I think one of the directions could be eyes. You are not pointing out the flaw. You are making the person look into what might be like working out around the flaw. Right? So like, if someone actually never desired one iris to be smaller, they're going to look like, oh yeah, the irises are different sizes. You are making them think for themselves, right? This is actually why like majority of art community is very toxic, because people don't see that. People don't understand this conception. It's a very simple aspect, but a lot of people don't understand it. It's really huge chunk comes from the ego. You might not be aware of that, you might say that you're humble, but there might be still some ego that would tell you that about some flaws. That's why you call them flaws, right? So, like, considerable, it might be a good decision to just work around, like, accepting the fact that people are learning. Oh well, it's supposed to be an unhinged look. It do not bother whether or not people can understand that. Well, I'm more focused on the lines. Yeah, I understand you have an idea, you think you can do it, but you can achieve it because the skills are lacking. Yeah, that's also a thing. You've given a good thought about art and morality. To be fair, I really wish I could change art community to make it less toxic. Because actually a lot of people who are getting into art are leaving art because they're entering the like forums and stuff, like they are entering the art community and they are being pushed out from it. This is a huge issue that I believe it should be like changed. And generally that's why I really want to make my streams comfortable. I really want my streams to like and generally my community to allow for people to express themselves artistically, maybe come back to art and just progress on their own tempo, progress on their own artworks, on their own methods, and generally like work around stuff with like proper advices of the others, like proper guidance, like without pointing out or that page looks like a tower defense game. New game idea, isn't it, Zeka? Yeah, I don't want to make excuses. I'm sitting between two worlds. One side says the art community is too positive, while the other side says what you're saying. It's been giving me a lot of thing about art. Yeah, and it does. You know, a lot of I've noticed that were some communities that popped up that are like branching out from art community, and they are trying to be very positive. But the moment you are entering this kind of community when you are a bit higher level, right? Because like art can be leveled from 1 to 10. If you are crossing level 3, then they are starting to be quite competitive and jealous, and they tend to actually still mix you with mud. But when you are like level 1 to 3, most likely you are going to have like a lot of love from them. So that's good to enter art, but when you are going to start improving, it's the moment when you should leave. As a matter of fact, I'm supposed to have a collab with some other artist, and basically like the person was quite unhinged, I guess, too. Blep. So basically the person was quite unhinged because they've like, asked who wants to collab with them, etc. And then they were like, oh, but you're not active. Right? You are not active. And you are not sending any messages, at least on my Discord server. I don't see you in the chat on my streams. And like, I've told you several times I'm busy. So the entire concept is like, hey, if you... Also, there are situations where it's not a skill issue, like when I point out that David does the same expressions over despite he can do very good different ones. Yeah, there are situations like that. Like, I can do really good facial expressions, but quite often I'm falling into the same face syndrome. But this is also something that a lot of very experienced artists were going for. So that's also something to watch out for. Like, no matter how much you are going to try and learn, there are still things that you are going to fall into, no matter of how advanced you are in your artwork. You know what I mean? like even Sam does art was struggling with facial expressions not that long ago. Then I sent on drawing suggestions. And like I think Wulup also has the same face syndrome. It's a rough drawing, but still pretty accurate. Sure, Star, sure. Just remember that in the drawing requests, land the ideas that I'm going to go for, like a pending ideas, and in very special streams, I'm going to take care of them. Like the fastest way to get the artwork is through the commission. But if you want to wait, I can for sure make the artwork when I'm going to actually get to the, you know, requests, artworks, drawing requests. Those are very rare streams though. I can wait for sure. That's nice, that's nice. Got to hear them. So yeah, like, for crying out loud, I was asked to do criticism on a streamer's art stream at midnight, and that's where I got the first perspective from. And yeah, but like, here's the thing. A lot of people are going to be very positive because they want to hear good things. Like, a lot of people are going to say like, oh, our community is very positive because they are enclosing themselves in the idea that everyone is going to tell them good things about their artworks. I've seen those people too. Like, there are a couple things about art community that you can stumble upon. Like, one, elitists. Yeah. What would you recommend to a beginner artist? Personally, I would recommend studying simple shapes and how to structure the characters out of them. Like, for example, every single character that I'm making is structured the same way. I don't sketch without my construction. Let me quickly. So, for example, something like that. Like, if my friend just started art 3 days ago. So basically, doing this, like, what simple shapes, specifically 3D, what simple 3D shapes you can do to compose what you see, because every item, every object, person, animal can be decomposed into simple shapes. That's a fact. And based off of that, you can learn how to draw and position everything. Because if you are going to learn how to draw those simple shapes in various like sides, you are learning composition, you are learning foreshortening, you are learning shapes and construction. It's just that I feel it's far too early for him to do that. To be fair, that's like a first step. He's my best friend, and his edge goal is to make thumbnail art. So basically, if you think about it, like, this is the first step you could do. Like, but you can like even make it simpler. Like, oh, I have rectangle. What rectangle is turning if you turn it into 3D? Into a cylinder, that's right. So, oh, I have a cylinder. That's nice, I've drawn this in geometry. Now what? Oh, the cylinder can be rotated. I can see it from different sides. It can be of different, various shapes. I can see it from any perspective. It can even turn into a circle if I look properly. Right? He's been stuck on the head guidelines for about days now. I wouldn't like get him into like such guidelines so much right now. Like if he'll study those, like how to rotate everything, etc., he'll be able to compose the head into like any kind of method actually that he'll feel to. And no, it's simple. Head equals circle and jawline. Yeah. But you, like, for people who never drew, it's really difficult. So, like, going around that, like, drawing those circles, etc., at times he's failing to that. That's not a problem, he's learning. Just gotta be patient. Like, you can't expect to become a master artist in 2 days. Like, actually, those simple shapes, like drawing squares, cylinders, any kind of like shape, it's advised to draw for 3 months, making an entire page full of certain shape, like all the way around, in different positioning, in different rotating, right? For about a month. So for the first month, he might need to actually draw those things because it's also going to get his hand going. This practice is teaching about like 5 to 6 different aspects of art. So actually, if you think about it, that's the fastest way to go into it. I found it easier to do proportions right first, still can't do shapes properly, but managing to do characters with a lot of fixing involved. That's why you want to build characters with those simple shapes too, because you're also training proportions. I have a feeling that he's... yeah. Is what? Going to get overwhelmed by the 3D shapes. It's just drawing 3D shapes. He's going to get overwhelmed if he'll jump right into sketching full characters. Like, what else is left for him, right? Instead of simple shapes. That's the thing. Unfortunately, literally, that's like first stage for everything. Taking reference photos, that's also really good because you're learning how to find stuff and solve problems. The advice my other artist friend gave him is draw whatever character you like. That is going to prolong the learning. I'm like, okay, cool, he's going to have a lot of fun. Need to go, bye Davis, bye bye Star, bye bye. So basically he's going to have a lot of fun, and that's good because he'll start to like drawing. He's going to start like drawing, and that's cool. The thing is that he's not going to understand why something is wrong, right? Because whenever he's going to compose those things out of 3 shapes, simple shapes even, like he doesn't like even 2D shapes. Should I wait till he likes drawing? Actually, that could be also a good way. First start liking to draw, then draw things out of your comfort zone. Like the things that I found really good and how to learn fast is like, imagine that thing, you're a person and you have your bubble. And the thing is that you want to push on that bubble, right? To expand it, but you don't want to push it too much because it's going to pop, right? So you want to push on the walls of that bubble slowly, not crossing the comfort zone because that's how you're bursting the bubble, but you want to stay in your comfort zone but expand on it. Like for example, I've always liked to draw characters, and so I've became character artist. I've been pushing onto that area. The thing is, I've learned all the aspects of character artists, right? Like design, tricks, methods, color schemes, shape theory, everything, right? The thing is, what else can I do? What else is outside of my comfort zone? Items, objects, backgrounds. Starting to make storytelling, making illustrations. So out of character artist, I'm becoming now an illustrationist, right? So this is the thing. To me, drawing was a foggy mess till last year, and I've been making art my main hobby for 4 years by now. Like, to be fair, I'm giving... Here's the thing. The way how I'm giving advice how to start drawing is based on my entire experience with art. And I'm drawing since I was 6. I've got a project for a stained glass which hangs now in a church when I was about 14, something like that. So that's like, if I would have to learn, whenever someone asks me that, I'm asking myself a question: if I would have to start drawing again, like if I would have to learn drawing all over again, how I would do that. And this is exactly how I will do that, because I feel that this is the fastest way that would actually bring me to the level that I'm right now. Because drawing simple shapes allows you to draw anything. Anything. Objects. Even. Like, just if you could even look at this, like, what is that? It's a triangle, for God's sake. Same here. This is like, also like, God knows how many gone. Right? I'm designing with a square. Like, all those things are your tools. They are yours to take. Right? This is the, like, I'm giving the way how to, yes, I know. So basically, if your art friend wants to learn, the shape is hexagon, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think it's decagon. It's a circle with extra steps, yes. But it's also helping with drawing perspective. Like, this is literally the ultimate learning, because it teaches you every single aspect that you will need to draw whatever you want. Composing shapes, doing perspective, everything. Like, actually, I would recommend going with 2D shapes first. So, in my opinion, it's a hexagon because the edges aren't even in angle. But hexagon isn't hexagon like the one that has like that? Because it has 6 borders. Over here is not a hexagon. Has 6 sides, yeah. Gonal freeze me out. Maybe if I saw that from far away angle, I'd assume it's a hexagon because, like I've said, the sides aren't even in angle. Hit the back part. E. Also, making a Viroid model is not that difficult, to be fair. Actually. Is making it look like a hexagon. Yeah. Hi, two cats. Good evening. How are you? Hope it's going. Rylan, hi. How are you? Hope it's going. I think I didn't say the highs for you. Just curious, you don't have to answer, but how old are you? 25. I think I've said it when I was talking about like how long I'm drawing. You forgot a message? I just started my book yesterday. Wait, two cats, writing the book or reading the book? Also, thank you, Muto. I'm 1 decade younger than you. I know I'm not supposed to then, but yeah, it's too much to not say. It's okay. Of course. Yeah. So I can tell you that with age you are going to have that thing when it's going to be like caring too much is impacting negatively. And things like I've learned it harsh way. Yeah. Did you defeat the vicious schedules? Yeah. yeah. Writing, I was write down scenes, now I'm putting them together. Yay, let's go. Let's go, that's nice. That's really cool. I finished my coffee. 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 So. I love you too, whatever. One of my favorite scenes is a page a mysterious figure enters a house, locks the door, and say they are here. I see. Yep. Do we want to see these? What are you most insecure about? I'll go first. Insecure about when people just say that looks good or it's nice. Something so simple as that thing of this platform. I don't that much to them to the point they just think about that. I don't have an insecurity about art, at least. I hate my voice. That's the thing. When it comes to my art, I've dealt with so much shit thrown at me that I don't bother. That's the thing, like, stop caring is the key. Like, the moment you stopped caring is the moment I've stopped caring about stuff is the moment where I've actually unlocked my full potential as an artist. That was that. I can't say that I have any that I'm insecure about anything. Really. Like, anyone can point out anything to me. And I don't really mind. Like, the thing is that I know my things, and I know that other people know their own thing. So like I can just sit down and continue drawing. I can take to the account if I decide that they are right, or if they are not right, I can just ignore their advice or criticism. Because for example, I know that something is accurate. Like I was brought to the point where I was studying anatomy with medical books. I've literally had a full-on medical book with nervous system, vein system, muscle system, skeletal system, and like how skin is working. Of course, it helped me a little, but I think it was a total waste of time because I could learn other things way faster because all that was like reverse engineering everything. Like anyone can tell you that, for example, a shading is going to be as simple as getting a, let's say, dark purple, right? Like this. This is the shadow. This is the light. It should be brighter and more bold. This is the light, and this is the sky light, and actually you have a terminator or subsurface scattering between them, and you slap that whole thing on top of a skin tone, which I just so happen to have here. And you can do like whatever you want with it, like for example shading supposed to be in multiply layer, etc. So it's not really perfect, but you catch the drift because like that purple is turning into the thing, right? So as a matter of fact, it's like if you really want to go for very simple shading, that's it. You just mark the entire character, you throw in the gradient with your purple, then you throw in the light on top of that, you draw the I guess I can even show you how that works in theory, to be fair. Who should I take for that? This one, for example. Yeah, like whatever. And I'm taking the entire character, I'm marking all these zones so I could get the entire character. I'm reversing my selection, I'm coloring, placing a color on top of it with white. I'm taking my purple, doing a gradient like this. Even like, let's say a bit stronger gradient like this. And now on another one, I'm going on with my light. Which is going to go from this direction. And I'm generally just coloring every single bit that is going to be affected by the light. Like this. I'm taking the skylights. Dumpling. I think Zega ordered something to munch on. Wait, actually? How long have you been using digital art? For a really long time now. I started using digital when I was about 12. I was using simple basic software for digital art. I'm using Clip Studio Paint EX 4.0 at this point. And just not cried. Krita. Yeah, I am not using Krita. Which was just not like MS Paint is for whiteboard and just not Krita. Which is a huge jump. Yeah. Like it's good to use professional digital portions. Now multiply, overlay, linear. Wait, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Overlay linear by? No, that's also the wrong one. Yeah, I guess overlay. Yeah, overlay. Do you have experience with Krita? Yep, I do. So you can see that I've like just quick. To be fair, if I would just sit down and work on this a little bit more, I could probably just sit down and complete the entire character, shading of the entire character with no issues. To be fair, actually, that should be not normal, that's for sure, but color. That's the thing. Can you give me any tips on Krita? On Krita, unfortunately. There you go, soft light. That's what I wanted to use. Not normal. That's something not normal. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Just delete the things, you know, and it's just going to look a bit better even. But it's not the shading I'm going for, right? Aid guidance. To be fair, when it comes to Krita, Krita is really good. For example, when you are using illustrations, right? Animations. That's what I've been going for when it comes to Krita. What I've learned is that actually it's not really that difficult to operate on that. Although you need to read a little bit when it comes to like how exactly it's supposed to go, look like, work. What are the you know, buttons and button combinations that you should use. Like, to be fair, I was really it was very difficult for me to get accustomed to how Krita actually has their selections going. Like, I need my selections to be simple without like having to hit like combination with buttons in Krita. I could well, yeah, I guess. Actually, Zega, do you have any because you have more experience in Krita that I can say, do you have any tips for T? Sec, be right back. Also, you're buffering, bruh, again. You can believe it. Thing I know is, yeah. Oops. Boop. Control Z, never Control Y. At times I'm using Control Y. Yeah, Control Z is very helpful. Also, I've got myself this keypad. It's so helpful. because like I'm drawing and I don't have access to the buttons because the buttons are on the left side of my tablet. I'm left-handed, so I can't use the buttons to quickly switch between things when I want to draw. I'm a EBS user, so I can help. It's alright, it's alright. You're left-handed? Yeah, I'm left-handed. What? Why did I know? I don't know. I've told that several times during the streams, actually. Hi Levine, the TV here, how are you? Hope has been. I think this might be the first time round, so hope you find that coffee corner here. How are you? What, really? Yeah. What's the name? Of what? Of the manga you're making? Ipra. Davis, oh my man. Bag on my drinks. Devil Lefty? How come you two didn't knew? Yeah, I didn't know. How come you two didn't know? Like, I've been talking about that several times on streams. What's happening? I think I even recently said that I hate being left-handed because I've clicked the button accidentally. I don't remember, bruh. No, you haven't. Is your Vtuber model 3D? Yep, it's 3D. It's a Viroid model that I've actually made with Viroid. So all the textures are hand-drawn. I've got a shock displays and neutral face so far. Great, look like a live 2D model. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So I don't have much advice on Krita. Be careful when you open an autosave dock and accepting the model. Check the two files. This later save date. It's too little, but I don't know what's next. I mean, to be fair, like, I don't personally change the facial expressions. Also, live 2D, like 2D PNG tubers are having difficult times changing their expressions. Oh, don't worry, I have keybinds for it. That's nice. I've actually, at certain point, made my own kind of thing that was looping through some GIFs. I think that making webtoon is easier. A webtoon artist. Anyway, it's 2:24 a.m. for me. Oof. Yeah, you might want. I've felt super tired just hearing about that. And yeah, I think it'll be the best for you to go to sleep now, Tay. Yeah. Take care. Hope to see you in the next stream. This is going to be the last question I had before I went to sleep. Oh, okay. Feel free. I think that making webtoons is easier. I am making webtoon. Actually, this is going to be on webtoon. Like, the comic book is going to be on webtoon. I'm just, you know, making it in a comic form like this because it's easier for me to plan things. It's 2:24, like, Thailand time. Oh, yeah. Where are we getting the emotes? This weekend? This weekend. Zaga 2:24 is Jakarta time. I don't live in Jakarta. Don't get it twisted. Okay. Well, what will it be? sad face or a sobbing face? Both. I can't think of much. Tired and sobbing faces are really good too. That'd be so conflicting. Why? Well, for my character, I get the feeling that he's very intentional and reserved. Very expressive, but it might be too much. To be fair, if we are speaking, for example, about the you finished the sketch. Yep, we've finished all of the pages. When it comes to the sketches, and just because we finished the sketches, it doesn't mean that we are done. We are not done, actually. We are far from done. Hey, do you just want to see how poorly managed I've made my Krita drawings as? Yep. All right. Working on the mall. And stream it. Okay. I'll join after the stream just to check for a little bit. Okay. So, what is the plan now? We've finished sketching all of the pages. Now we are going to go through every single page that we've done. We are going to fix it. We are going to create panels for each one of them. We are going like proper panels, which are going to be in folders. They are going to have their own thing. We are going to layer everything, so we are going to create structures for each of those pages, but we are going to work on them during that. And we are going to actually change some stuff to make it more, actually more visible, right? So for example, over here, those supposed to be, like this arm could be slightly more pulled back, and Atlas could be taller to reach that over here, right? To make things proper. And this can float, sure, but I think it since we are going to like expand on Atlas, I think it's going to be also good to probably make that slightly smaller and bring in the thing over Atlas, right? This entire thing. And then there's supposed to be some portion here, so we could just make some dust here, right? And that would like kick in the first page, and everything would have a bit better view on everything. So yeah, but folks, I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to say my goodbyes. So thanks Zaga, thanks Muto for being active in chat on Twitch. Thanks T, Amir, Star, People Order Our Parties, Rylan, Two Cats, and Lavi for being active in chat on YouTube. As always, thank you all, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care and